So, nobody actually tagged me in this, but I've seen it on YouTube and I really wanted to do it. So, I'm going to do it. It's the hashtag Dear Me video, and it's a letter to your 15-year-old self, or your past self. And 15 years old, that was a really awkward moment for me. Some of the most awkward years I've ever had, honestly, between the ages of like 15 and 17. Oh, so many things in my life changed then, not even kidding. If I had one chance for my future self to go back and visit 15-year-old me, I'd probably slap her across the face, not even lying. I would be like, what are you doing? Like, you're a kid and you should be worried about school and doing good in school and not worrying about boys, not worrying about girls, and not worrying about what people think of you. I would tell myself that I'm beautiful and that I'm so much more than what I let the world see. Back then, I was kind of a chubby person. I was on the heavier side. I'm only 5'3". I've been 5'3" since I was 12 years old. I was quite busty back then. I wore a size 12 in women's clothing. So I would consider myself a bit large and in charge. I weighed 180 pounds then. And I was very insecure, and to cover up my insecurities, I wore a lot of my brother's clothing. I didn't really dress like a girl, even though I had really long hair. Everyone used to tell me that my hair was beautiful, and that it was pretty, and they always wanted to touch it, but I never wore it down. I only ever wore it down if I was, like, really mad. But other than that, I never wore it down. I would always wear it up in a ponytail, and I was a really big tomboy. I very rarely wore makeup. I just did not have high self-esteem. So, yeah. I would tell myself, enjoy being who you are, and not to worry about it so much, because you have so much potential. You're beautiful. Embrace those curves. And you know what? Screw the people that don't like you. Because at the end of the day, you're only going to end up staying friends with one person. That's it. And this one person, her name is Chelsea. She is an amazing person. We've had our ups, we've had our downs, but she stuck by me. And she was a true friend. I tried to be a true friend to her, probably made a lot of mistakes along the way, but she's the one person that I could go and talk to if I was having a really bad day. I stayed over at her house a lot. Yeah, she was a really big support system for me back then, and she really got me. Super sweet, super smart. She made something of herself. And I have known her since I was 13. So, and I'm 27 now, so 14 years I've known Chelsea. And, we lost touch along the way, but anytime we talk to each other, we pick it back up like we never left off. See, that's a true friend. And so I would tell her, you know what, screw all the people that you tried to hang out with. Because at the end of the day, your real best friend, she's the one that's going to stick by you. I would tell her not, a year later, not to go after a certain person. Guys in general, just stay away from for right now, especially this one person. He is toxic. He is going to beat the crap out of you. He is going to put you in the hospital. It is not worth it. Who the hell cares if he is a drummer? Nobody cares. Nobody cared then. Nobody cares now. It's not going to bring you anything good. Stay the hell away from him. That's all I can say on that one. And stop trying to look for love. Jesus, you're 15 years old. Grow up. I mean, don't grow up too fast, but seriously, 15 years old and you're worried about getting married? Yeah, that was me. I would tell her, hold out a little while longer, because in 4 short years, you're going to meet the man of your dreams. One instance will change your entire life. And then 4 short years from then, you're going to marry him. And he will be the best thing to ever happen to you. And you're going to have kids by him. And it's going to drive you nuts, but it'll be the best thing that ever happened to you. I would tell her to just stick it through. Listen to what your teachers say. They actually know what they're talking to you about. And to a certain extent, listen to your parents. They're not as dumb as you think. You know, all kids go through that period where they think, oh, my life sucks. My parents are so stupid. I took it to a whole new level. I was really rebellious when I was 15. I kind of just did what I want, how I wanted. And I took advantage of the fact that my parents worked. And ended up getting in a lot of trouble a lot of the time. Ended up getting kicked out of school. Then I ended up at 18 getting kicked out of that school. So, yeah, I would just tell her, don't be an idiot. Focus on your education and go to college. For God's sakes, Kate, go to college. That's what I would tell her. I would tell her it's okay to be girly. It's okay. I would tell her to stick to her true style and what she likes. And don't be so concerned with what people think, because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. The only person that you really have to please in this world before you can please anybody else is yourself. And I was always too insecure and too worried about my appearance and too worried about what people thought of me to grasp that concept. So yeah, that's what I would say. Yeah, if you have any questions or comments, comment down below. And as always, please hit that subscribe button, help me out, and like this video. Have a great night, YouTube.